Be without fear in the face of your enemies. Be brave and upright, that God may love thee. Speak the truth, even if it leads to your death. Safeguard the helpless and do no wrong.
Guys, make sure that you get this.
Go. See the
Is that green lighting up?
You see this the white phosphorus?
Yeah.
You want to see it?
Okay, so nekat parça içine sample bedgani.
Ah, no. Okay, yeah, what's going on? Okay, geç what şöyle bes parmakla dur.
Ver.
And they are waiting for you.
So we can go identify them, and then we'll tell the government which ones are the names of the patients who we believe may have been infected with the white phosphorus. Is that the idea?
It's widely known how decisive Azerbaijan's fleet of drones was to their victory over Armenia in the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh or Artsakh war. As Azerbaijan pushed further into Armenian territory, Armenian soldiers took shelter from these drones under the cover of the forest. Between October 29th to 31st, Azerbaijan engaged in a sustained air assault using white phosphorus munitions to burn away the forest and kill the Armenians hiding within.
Այս անտարի մեջի կրակներն է կդնեք ոնց է վարում սա։ Այս զենքով իրենք սաղ անտարները պարար են տալ։ Ոբշում, լակոտ էլի, լակոտ։ Չեն կարում կրվեն ուժը ինչ ասես մտածում են։ Սի չգիտեմ ինչ տեսակի զենք է ինքը։ Բայց շատ վատ զենք է։
White phosphorus is an extremely poisonous and combustible chemical weapon that is appallingly mischaracterized in international law.
Well, you have the Convention on the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, you have the Convention on the Prohibition of Conventional Weapons, to which there's the protocol, the third protocol, which deals with incendiary weapons. And white phosphorus somehow slips through all the cracks.
Պատոհանից կարս նկարս կերել։ Քանի օր առաջ ապա ես սրանցից նոր տեսել եմ 4-5 հատով, այսինքն իջնում եմ։ Պայամո պոստի վրա են։
While the use of white phosphorus per se isn't outlawed, the way in which the munition is used could amount to a war crime.
Okay, let me break it down. So there was a war, and within the context of this war, several different kinds of weapons were used, one of which was clearly white phosphorus. When it comes to civilians, you can never target a civilian with any kind of weapon whatsoever. So whether it's white phosphorus or not, it doesn't matter. It's completely illegal. Then the question is whether you can use certain weapons against military personnel. And usually, for the most part, you can, unless they cause unnecessary suffering or superfluous injury. The case of white phosphorus, depending on where and how it's used, can also cause this enormous environmental damage like what we've seen. And that would be possibly qualified as a separate crime.
Okay, we're rolling. Hi, my name is Armenian Multimedia. I'm a physical therapist from Southern California. We have brought medical supplies from Compassion in Action, Glendale Adventist Health Center. These are the different types of X-fixes for orthopedic injuries and fractures, wound vacs, in addition to cauterizing machine that helps coagulate wounds quicker. This is a military hospital in Vardenis on the shores of Lake Zaven. This is where they were triaging over 100 to 200 patients a day prior to them being transported to Yerevan Medical Center. This is one of their doctors. He was so enthusiastic from receiving these supplies that he broke down crying due to the lack of supplies that they did have.
Now, how many foreign doctors have flown in to help with the crisis, and are they mostly diasporan Armenians?
Yeah, it seems like most of them are diasporan Armenians. They range from what we've heard from the U.S. And from France and Great Britain. I would say there's a multitude of specialties that are here as well, from orthopedic and trauma surgeons to anesthesiologists, in addition to plastic surgeons and general surgeons.
And was it you or was it the other guy? You said you were going to the burn hospital to treat victims of white phosphorus?
Correct. We're going to be heading to the burn hospital for treatment of the patients with white phosphorus. Unfortunately, we've heard that the research has shown that the white phosphorus injuries over time cause cancer as well. So we're trying to really understand the process and the best way to treat these injuries.
They're really, really gruesome wounds. I mean,
gruesome wounds.
I've never seen anything like it.
No.
This is phosphorus?
This is a phosphorus injury, a burn injury. As you can see, the necrotic tissue at the ends of the fingers.
And what are the chances, if you've been injured by white phosphorus, that you'll get a cancer?
I think the research states that unfortunately the incidence is really high.
Wow.
Yeah. So this sort of stuff should be condemned, obviously, by the United Nations and the world. Turkey should be sanctioned. Azerbaijan should be sanctioned. It's an unfortunate
And what type
incidence.
of cancers does this stuff cause?
Bone cancer, different types of blood cancers and whatnot as it goes into the bloodstream. And so we're still trying to learn further about that.
My man, my brother.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
What are you guys doing afterwards?
Nothing in particular.
You want to go for lunch?
Sure.
Take you for lunch. He brought to the attention of the burn center, this is white phosphorus. I had no role in this. I was at home in New Jersey. And
Okay.
he told me this is white phosphorus.
So.
And he's educated them repeatedly. He's a selfless man who's trying to give me credit for something that I had no participation in.
That's right. So you were the doctor who first raised the alarm that white phosphorus was being used.
The first visit to me to the burn center, I find out that it's phosphoric. But we told them, but they didn't recognize it. They didn't take it to attention until we get the black lights and we show them physically. Look, guys.
It looks green.
It is the white phosphoric.
You can see the white phosphorus light up under the black light. Yeah, over here.
Small, you see down? Look at this side.
So what did I miss? Are we waiting on patients?
We are waiting to get cups for the samples.
Also,
that's phosphor. You see?
We'll see if that's the
It's very
contamination. Okay, so Ganak. Okay, we're gonna need some
We need to
gloves.
take sample. No. In the nose, you see now? Yes, take it.
So we went ahead and we document taking the sample, and Dr. Fuad has the sample with him. We'll be taking it to the burn center, okay, and send it for evaluation. Here? My training is in burn surgery, fellowship training in burn surgery and advanced laparoscopy and bariatrics. So I came here because a friend of mine said that, you know, they need burn surgeons. So I went ahead and connected with a doctor who's working with the hospital, and he told me the serious nature of their lack of supplies and resources and support. I was very concerned, so we went ahead and sent them supplies immediately. Within a week they arrived, including a surgical mesher as well as Silvadene cream. They didn't have Silvadene cream. That's the basic cream that we use in burn surgery for burns. Okay, Silvadene ունենք իջնում։
Ես բետադինով ներծծված իրակապ ունենք գյուղային, ինքն էլ է շատ լավ է,
Well, when we were in the operating room just 2 days ago, they didn't have many of the basic plastic proline suture. So I asked Daron to go right to my home and bring nylon suture.
And some twisted tees.
Twisted tees. No, actually, this isn't twisted tees. These are chloropreps.
What's that for?
This is it cleans. It's like a solution that kills all bacteria prior to operations or any sort of procedures. So we brought chloropreps. This is the Silvadene cream. Okay. use that for skin closures, like, plastic skin closures. And they're going to bring it right now. So.
Is it the one what was talking about yesterday? 5040?
50 monocryl. Exactly what Dr. Fouad was asking for yesterday. Yeah. One short of a full box. 50 monocryl suture.
How much is that one box?
This one box of this, about $500-$600 US. And it's 50 monocryl. And we have soldiers who in the battlefield, they went ahead and they just stopped the bleeding, put a couple of stitches in, like, wounds in the lips and the face, and they need reconstructions. And this is very
critical, right?
Yeah, critical reconstruction. It's very expensive suture. It's like $800. That, like, just the monocryl. Yeah. That suture that Dr. Summer.
Եվ 110-ից մինչև 200 աշխատում է։ That's in a canister now. Dude, look at this. They're putting them in these for TENS, like electrical stimulation to like treat muscle nerve injuries. Okay,
what the hell is that?
It's a semi-medieval torture device.
Oh, the fuck is that? That's a TENS?
Բայց դու հասանյանը շուտ եք քերդիսել եք։ Ինքը հասանյանը շուտ եք։
I don't need shit to him.
Քոչինյան Merush.
Merush Koshinyan.
Այո։
Nazi Barseghian is head of Davtashen National Burn Centre, where she's been working for 17 years. Between April and August 2020, she volunteered at Serb Astvatsamait Medical Center to treat COVID patients. With the Armenian healthcare system already spread thin dealing with the pandemic, the burn center was seriously unprepared to deal with the influx of victims from the front line when war broke out.
Նախ ասեմ, որ մինչև պատերազմը մեր հիվանդանոցը արդեն աստիճանաբար վերազինվում էր, սակայն իհարկե դեռ չէր հասել այն բավարար նյութատեխնիկական ապահովմանը, որը կենթադրեր ամբողջական բարձր մակարդակի բուժսպասարկում բոլոր հիվանդների համար, անկախ նրանց մեծ քանակից։ Սակայն արտասահմանից մեծականակ օգնություն եկավ եւ դեղորայքի տեսակետից եւ վերակապական նյութերի տեսակետից եւ ինչու ոչ նաեւ տեխնիկական, որը բավականին հեշտացրել է մեր, այսինքն բուժանձնակազմի աշխատանքը եւ բնականաբար դրանով նպաստել է բուժ սպասարկման որակի բարձրացմանը։
So how did you know it was white phosphorus? Have you treated white phosphorus victims before this war?
I experienced this in Lebanon.
Okay.
We have seen it before. We have treated with it before. So we know how to work with it. Most of the soldiers who came from the front line, they came with their clothes to here. So they was not washed up from the phosphor there. So that's why they didn't recognize it until it started to be active after a few days when they bring them here, because the white phosphorus stay in the surfaces for 90 days. So anybody get contaminated with, he can be affected. Maybe he will not get burned, but he will get some diseases like liver problem, like kidney. And we find out that some soldiers still have the powder in the ears inside. That means they have never washed them. They never cleaned them. Even they were here for 30 days, nobody cleaned them. So that's why it was a big issue.
So what we have to do in this case is wash his entire body, okay, and then cover it in Sovadi and wrap it up again. The burn center didn't have a whirlpool, so we got together and we purchased a whirlpool through private donations, and it's being shipped to us, and it'll probably get here in about 10 or 12 days. So that'll be a great addition to the burn center.
6 ամիս վերջնական ոգեզի դեսան։ Հիմա ոնց ես ասում։
Hello, are you both doctors?
Yeah.
And you've come from France to help victims of the war?
Exactly.
Այդ օրը, որ մենք այդտեղ էինք ու ինձ հետ շատ մարդիկ կային ու երևի մի 4-5 հոգի արդեն մոխրացած էին, չկային ոչ մեկ։
Unfortunately, most war crimes go unpunished, and that's probably why we have so much recidivism, and we see this again and again, you know, because there isn't enough justice and there isn't enough accountability.